What if I told you that Florence Scovel Shinn had a secret morning routine that took only 5 minutes, but transformed her entire reality so completely that she went from struggling single mother to one of the most influential spiritual teachers of her time? What if this same 5-minute practice could reshape your health, your relationships, your finances, and your entire life experience starting tomorrow morning? This isn't another productivity hack or wellness trend. This is a sacred practice that Florence discovered through years of studying ancient wisdom and testing spiritual laws. She called it the Divine 5. 5 minutes that connect you so powerfully with infinite intelligence that your entire day, and eventually your entire life, reorganizes itself around your highest good. The universe has orchestrated your presence here today because you're ready to receive this knowledge. Few people understand that the first 5 minutes of your day determine the quality of the next 1,435 minutes that follow. Most people waste this sacred window scrolling through phones, thinking about problems, or rushing into their day unconscious of the creative power they're squandering. But Florence Scovel Shinn understood something profound. Those first 5 minutes after awakening are when the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds is thinnest. Your subconscious mind is most receptive. Your connection to divine intelligence is strongest, and your ability to imprint new patterns of success is at its absolute peak. She discovered this routine during the darkest period of her life, when everything seemed to be falling apart. She was newly divorced, struggling financially, and facing what felt like insurmountable challenges. It was during this crisis that she stumbled upon an ancient principle that changed everything: the power of sacred morning ritual. Florence began experimenting with different morning practices, testing their effects not just on herself, but on her students. What she discovered was remarkable. There was one specific 5-minute sequence that seemed to unlock miracles in every area of life. Students reported spontaneous healings, unexpected financial breakthroughs, relationship reconciliations, and opportunities appearing out of nowhere. But here's what made Florence's approach different from anything else you've encountered. She understood that transformation isn't about willpower or forcing change. It's about aligning yourself so perfectly with universal law that success becomes inevitable. This 5-minute routine doesn't require you to be disciplined or motivated. It actually creates discipline and motivation as natural byproducts. The routine consists of 5 distinct 1-minute segments, each designed to activate a different spiritual law. When practiced in sequence, they create what Florence called divine momentum, a force so powerful that your entire reality begins reorganizing itself to match your highest vision. Let me walk you through each segment of the Divine 5 so you can begin implementing this life-changing practice tomorrow morning. Minute 1 is called Sacred Acknowledgment. The moment your eyes open, before your feet touch the floor, you speak these words. Good morning, infinite intelligence. I acknowledge you as the source of all my good. Today, I am your perfect channel for miracles. This isn't just gratitude. It's spiritual positioning. You're declaring yourself as a conduit for divine power, rather than someone struggling through life alone. Florence discovered that how you greet the day determines how the day greets you. When you acknowledge infinite intelligence first, before checking phones or thinking about problems, you invite divine orchestration into every moment that follows. Your subconscious mind receives the message that you expect miracles, and it begins working 24 hours a day to deliver them. Minute 2 is vision activation. You close your eyes and see yourself living your ideal reality as if it's happening right now. But here's the key. Florence didn't teach visualization the way most people practice it. She taught remembering the future. Instead of hoping and wishing, you remember living in perfect health, abundant prosperity, and harmonious relationships as if these things are accomplished facts. During this minute, you don't think about how these things will happen or when they'll manifest. You simply bask in the feeling of already having everything you desire. Your emotional state during this minute sends a powerful signal to the universe about what reality you expect to experience. Minute 3 is divine declaration. This is when you speak your word with authority, knowing that the universe must respond. Florence's most powerful declaration was, "I am divinely guided, divinely protected, and divinely supplied. My life is God's life expressing perfectly through me. Every person, situation, and opportunity today aligns with my highest good." These aren't empty words. They're spiritual commands. When you speak with conviction, understanding that your words carry the same creative power that spoke the universe into existence, reality begins reshaping itself to match your declaration. Minute 4 is sacred surrender. This might be the most important minute of all, yet it's the one most people skip. After declaring your vision and speaking your word, you completely let go. You say, "Not my will, but your will be done. I trust infinite wisdom to manifest my good in perfect ways, at perfect times, through perfect means." Florence discovered that attachment to specific outcomes actually blocks manifestation. When you surrender the how and when to divine intelligence, you open yourself to receive your good in ways far better than you could have planned or imagined. Minute 5 is gratitude imprinting. You feel genuine thankfulness for your blessings, both those already manifest and those still forming in the invisible. But Florence taught a specific type of gratitude she called future thankfulness. You give thanks as if your desires have already materialized, because in the spiritual realm, they have. This final minute locks in the energy of your entire practice. Gratitude is the highest vibration in the universe. And when you end your 5 minutes in this state, you carry that frequency into your day, attracting experiences that match its power. Now, here's what most people don't realize about this practice. It's not just about the 5 minutes themselves. Florence discovered that when done consistently, the Divine 5 creates what she called extended grace periods throughout your day. You'll find yourself naturally thinking more positive thoughts, making better decisions, and attracting favorable circumstances without conscious effort. But there's a specific way to transition out of these 5 minutes that amplifies their power exponentially. Florence taught her students to end the routine by saying, "And so it is, and it is so. I go forth this day in perfect faith, expecting miracles." Then you open your eyes and move into your day with complete confidence that divine intelligence is orchestrating everything for your highest good. Right now, the universe is confirming that you're ready for this transformation. In the comments below, write, "I am ready for miracles." This isn't just engagement, it's spiritual activation. When you declare your readiness publicly, you're making a covenant with infinite intelligence. Your written word becomes a sacred contract that the universe must honor. The power of the Divine 5 isn't just in the practice itself, it's in the consistency. Florence insisted that students commit to 40 days without exception. Why 40 days? Throughout history, this has been recognized as the period required for complete spiritual transformation. Moses spent 40 days on Mount Sinai. Jesus fasted for 40 days, and countless spiritual masters have used this time frame for breakthrough. During your first week, you might not notice dramatic external changes, but profound shifts are happening in your consciousness. Your subconscious mind is being reprogrammed. Your vibration is rising, and divine intelligence is beginning to orchestrate circumstances you can't yet see. Week 2 is when students typically report the first external manifestations. Unexpected opportunities, improved relationships, or sudden solutions to problems. By week 3, people often experience what Florence called acceleration, multiple good things happening simultaneously, as if the universe is making up for lost time. But it's in the final 2 weeks where the real miracles occur. This is when students report life-changing breakthroughs, dream jobs appearing, perfect relationships manifesting, health issues resolving, and financial abundance flowing from multiple sources. If you're part of the select few who recognize these spiritual laws at work, you're exactly where you need to be. Subscribe to Florence Shinn's Secrets, because these ancient principles have layers of wisdom that take time to fully reveal to prepared minds like yours. This channel exists for people who understand that success is a spiritual science, not a matter of luck or circumstance. Florence often said that the quality of your morning determines the quality of your entire life. When you begin each day by consciously connecting with infinite intelligence, declaring your highest vision, and surrendering to divine wisdom, you step into a flow of grace that carries you effortlessly toward your dreams. But here's something that will accelerate your results beyond what most people ever experience. Florence Scovel Shinn discovered that certain students achieved faster and more dramatic transformations by combining the Divine Five with what she called evening acknowledgments, a practice so powerful that she rarely spoke of it publicly. I've compiled this advanced technique, along with the complete written version of the Divine Five routine, in the link below. But access it only if you're truly ready to experience transformation at a pace that might astonish even you. The key to success with the Divine Five isn't perfection, it's persistence. Even if you oversleep, even if you're traveling, even if circumstances seem to conspire against you, find those 5 minutes. Florence used to say that the days you least feel like doing the practice are the days you need it most. Some mornings, you might not feel the power of the words. Some days, your vision might seem impossible. Some moments, gratitude might feel forced. Do the practice anyway. Florence discovered that feelings follow actions, not the other way around. When you show up consistently, regardless of how you feel, divine intelligence shows up for you. Remember, this isn't about positive thinking or self-improvement. This is about aligning yourself with the same creative power that maintains the orbits of planets and causes flowers to bloom. When you dedicate your first 5 minutes to this sacred practice, you're not just changing your day. You're changing your destiny. Your transformation begins tomorrow morning with your first conscious breath. Set your alarm 5 minutes earlier, if you need to. Place this routine where you can see it immediately upon waking. Make the Divine Five as non-negotiable as breathing, because in many ways, it's more important than breathing. It's conscious living. The universe is ready to transform your reality. The question isn't whether this works. Countless people have proven that it does. The question is, are you ready to give infinite intelligence 5 minutes each morning to revolutionize your entire life? Your miraculous life is waiting. Your breakthrough is 5 minutes away. Tomorrow morning, when you open your eyes, remember that you hold in your hands the same power that Florence Scovel Shinn used to transform her reality completely. Use it wisely. Use it consistently. And prepare to witness miracles that will astonish everyone around you. This is your moment. This is your invitation. Your transformed reality begins with tomorrow's Divine Five.